Okay, ITS128. It is January 17th, second week, and let me share my screen. Dum, dum, dum. All right. Okay, we are 128. Okay, so today is the fourth class, and we are at the end of chapter 2. We're still in chapter 2, and let's see, what do I have here? Nothing interesting in resources. You're going to have to know about sample programs, and you're going to have to you should download this chapter 2 zip and see what's in there. This images.zip, that's important because there's images that you need for your assignment. And if we look at the assignment, right down here, images. And if you look at the assignments, I've added an assignment. This one, Introduction to C#. And it's simply, there's two questions. The first question is just like question 1 in the back of the book. Let me open up the textbook. Let's see. Let me open up my Lolima. Yeah, and let me go to Vital Source. And let me sign in. I'm just getting the textbook. I'm just looking for the textbook here. And it would be this one. I learned, I've been trying to get a copy of this textbook from the publisher for since last semester, and I realize now why I was never able to get it, because I have been asking for the 3rd edition. We're actually on the 4th edition. Okay, so the 3rd edition looks just like the 4th edition. As I said, I am going to assume that some of you are using the 2nd edition, which looks older. That's Visual Studio 2012. That uses Visual Studio 2012. We're on Visual Studio 2017. 2015 works. 2012 works for purposes of this class. For these introductory classes, I don't necessarily like using the latest stuff if it costs money, and so that's why I resist that. And so what I'm doing is I have a 2nd edition at home, and I've got a 4th edition online, and I make sure when I do assignments and all that and stuff I cover, I make sure that I'm doing it out of the 2nd edition. So for sure you're going to have it in the 3rd edition. For sure you're going to have it in the 4th edition. We are in chapter 2, which is this chapter. Getting started with forms and controls. And so you can take a look at this in your book. The assignments, let me go to the assignments. It's going to be like here. Okay, so these are the assignments in the back of the book, or in the back of the chapter. And the first problem that I've given you, which is called Hawaiian Numbers. Oh, this is not like the first. That's right, I changed it. I changed my mind. Let me see what this assignment's like. I think this assignment's kind of like this one, maybe. Well, anyway, here's what you got to do. In the resources folder, sample programs folder, you'll find a folder named Numbers, where you'll find the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as images. And what I'd like you to do is to create a program so when the user clicks on a number, it displays the Hawaiian word for that number. Okay, this is a very simple program. The only thing you got to do is if you don't remember what the Hawaiian numbers are, just go look online. You know, Hawaiian word for one. Oh, how about this? For one. E kahi. Okay, Hawaiian word for two. Elua. 3. You can leave off the okinas. Okole. No. Ekolu. Yeah, I got it. I was kidding. 4 is, well, anyway, someplace you got to find the Hawaiian word for 4 and 5. Okay. And so if you actually look in this folder that I asked you to look at, here, let me just download this so you can see what it looks like. Okay, I'm actually going to download this one too. Open this one, and I'm going to download this one also. Oh, images. Open. And let me pop these things on the desktop. Let me put that there. And let me put this there. And I better take a look and see what we got in here, just so we can. So this is chapter 2. Let me see what we got in chapter 2. Let's see. I'm going to start this. Oh, here's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess you can use these. Okay, so here's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see what this one does. Multiple buttons. Just double click on here. And I'm going to do Visual Studio 2017. And I suppose I'll have to log in. Wait, am I sharing my screen yet? Yes, I am. Am I recording? Yes, I am. All right. And all right, I'm just going to run this thing, see what it looks like. Start. First button. What happens when I click first button? Oh, you click the first button. Okay, great. What happens if I click the second button? Let me guess. You click the second button. You click the third button. Wow, yeah. All right, so I'm going to stop this. Oh, I didn't sign in yet. Stop. Lets me run. Okay. Richard. So I'm going to stop this thing, and let's take a look at what the code looks like. Let me just way over here. I'm going to double click on that, and this is the form. And let me look at the code. So I'm going to click on somewhere on the form. I'm going to right click, right click. View code. And we got some event handlers here, so a little bit of code. We got first button event handler, second button event handler, third button event handler, and see all of this is popping up the message here. It's the same thing that you're going to do for this, the other one, except for you have to read the chapter and see how you stick pictures in there and stuff. And so first button is obviously the name of this button. Oh, look over here in the properties, and you see the name of it is first button. You go to here, the text says first button. That's this, first space button. But the name is first button like that. All right, so that's how that works. And let me see what else we got here. Code demo president was, is this a, no, these are just pictures. What does code demo do? I'm just going to open up the form and see what it looks like. Click me. That looks pretty meaningless. Let me go back out here again. And let's look at cat. See what the form looks like. Cat. Click the cat. Let me see what the code behind it looks like. Okay, so there's this picture box. Click, and all it does is say meow. That's just dandy. Click, and it says meow. All right, so so what you're going to do is something similar to this, except for you're going to have five of them. And let's look and see what we got here. This is a cat picture box. So we have a picture box, and then we need to somehow assign a picture to it. And there's a picture there. So this thing pops up, and somehow and so we will learn how to do this. So let me put this down, and let's go back to here. All right, so if we look at the assignments again, okay, and the second one is to complete exercise 2.5, heads or tails. And so if we look at exercise 2.5, it's the same in both books. 2.5, in fact, this chapter is the same in both books. Go here and look at exercise 2.5. It's this one. Basically, you're just going to make this application, and there's pictures of coins in here. That's this thing. Did I pop this onto the, yeah. Coins. There's this one, these two. You can use the lighter one or the darker one, I don't care. So that's the assignment. And what else have I done? Tests and quizzes. Did I add anything? No, I didn't add anything. Dropbox, there's nothing in there. All right. Okay, so let's pull up the slides. Go back to resources, and did I possibly put the slides in my thought? What do I have got chapter 3 here? Okay, so we're chapter 2. Wait, didn't I cover? I covered this last time, right? How far did I get? 28? Did I get all the way to the end? Control. Message boxes. Message boxes. Label controls. Text. Oh yeah, this is for aligning text. Don't do too much of that. Making sense of it. Oh, we did cover that. Picture box controls. Let's look at this more closely because, you know, I've written a lot of code before, but I haven't messed around too much with pictures and images and so on. At least not in programming. In programming languages like this. Of course, I've made a lot of web pages and pictures in web pages all the time, but it's a completely different thing. So a picture box control displays a graphic image on a form, and commonly used properties are you've got an image to specify, you've got a size mode that specifies how the control's image is to be displayed, and visible, which says if it's visible or not. So we have this image properties select resource. and has a select resource window, and to use it you click on the ellipsis button to open it, and then you click on the import button to locate the image file to display. Okay, good. Let's try that today maybe. Okay, so creating clickable images. You can double click on the picture box control in the designer to create a click event handler and then add your code to it. Add your code to it. I'm sorry, but we programmers use singular code. For example, here we're just doing that. Programmers need to carefully arrange a sequence of statements in order to generate the correct results. Sequence. It's like if you're writing instructions to your friend to go to the store and buy you stuff, and they've never been inside of a store before, and you give them a list of instructions to do. You got to tell them to get the food before you pay the food. You don't say pay for the food and then go get the food, right? So, you know, there's an order. Sequential execution of statements. Comments, blank, okay, so it's nice to do comments and blank links, blank, oh, jeez. I see the problem. This should be an E, blank lines and indentation. You want to put comments in your code. I talked about this last time. You know, you want to put comments. Yeah, // You can also do it this way. You can also enclose a bunch of comments in a asterisk, non-asterisk.
So if it's like the 2 or 4 slashes, you just end it with a semicolon.
No, you don't even need to do that. You put // and then anything goes after that.
Oh, only for that one line.
Yeah, that's correct. Only for that one line. So in all other cases, the next line doesn't mean anything. You can cram it all up together, except for comments where you're using // For // it's the rest of the line till the end of the line. If you want to put a comment inside the middle of a line and you want to have another statement after the comment, then you got to do this, and you can do it something like, oh, that doesn't work. It's an image. You can do something like, what's going on? You do /*. This is a comment */ and then you can have another statement here. I equals J or something. You can have another A equals B, comma, /. This is a comment, and then do that. So here we're throwing in some blank lines there to make it more readable. This does the same thing as this. Okay. But we've indented and we put blank lines. This dot close will close the form. So usually an exit button, oh look, it's right here. An exit button, usually that's the only code you have in there, just a this dot close. Now you can, later on, we're gonna have some other things in an exit button. For example, later on we're gonna have projects where we actually writing stuff to a file. We're gonna collect some information from the user, and then we're gonna write that information out into a file. And so we're gonna do something like, let's say you've collected some information from the user, and normally you would write that information out on a file, but let's say the user clicks the exit button. You may, before you just exit, you know, you may not just want to close. You may want to ask the user, oh, you've got some data that you haven't stored out on a file. You want me to store it out to a file? And you answer yes or no, and then it exits. Syntax errors, of course, are errors when you're writing the code. They're errors that that the system can identify right away. You don't have to run the program. The system just identifies it right away. You typed in something wrong. You left off a semicolon. You spelled something wrong. You put a word there that doesn't make any sense. Those are syntax errors. And if you actually do try to run it and you didn't catch it, it's going to come up with this error message right here. And you always want to click no so you can actually see what it'll show you what the error is. Oh, that's it. Okay. So I'm gonna we might as well try to start doing one of these assignments because we have a lot of time left. Now I actually have not done these assignments, so bear with me. I may end up editing this video, so you know, people that are not watching today will. I'll hide my mistakes from people that aren't watching today, but so let's try to get through this. All right, so I'm going to create a new. In fact, I'm going to create a new. I'm going to leave that one up, I think. All right, I'm just going to create a new project. Sure, if you want to. It's a Windows Forms app. Should be Visual C#, Windows Forms app, and you can put it someplace where you can get at it again. I'm just going to put mine on the desktop, so let me just browse, and I'm going to put mine on the desktop. You can put yours someplace else. And I'm going to name this problem assignment. No, I know assignment underscore 2-1. That's a good name for it. Okay, so let's make this a little bit smaller and get rid of this and get rid of this, get rid of, and let me look at the assignment again. Hawaiian numbers, okay. So let's find those numbers. Okay, let me bring up the textbook. I'm going to bring up textbook. Let me see. And we are doing picture box controls. Let's take a look at this picture box controls.
So you go to chapter 2.7.
Yeah, 7.7. Okay, so empty picture box control. Where do you get it? You must get it from the tools. Okay, let me pop this up again, and I'm going to put, I guess, let's look at the tools. Common controls. Is a picture box in the common? Oh, it is. Okay. Let me pin this. Pin. And I'm going to picture box. I'm going to put a picture box here. All right. I'm going to start with just one. And where are my images? Oh, I don't need that. I think my images are just on my desktop right here. And I'm going to grab numbers. Okay, here I'm going to use these numbers. I like these numbers better. Excuse me. So let's see this. I've never fiddled with this. What does this do? Choose image. Okay, let's choose an image. Local resource. Import. Desktop. Images. Numbers. 1. Okay, open. All right. Okay. Oh, that doesn't look very good. Pull this down here. All righty. That looks pretty good. And I don't know. Let me double click on this. Oh, here we go. message box dot show parentheses quote. How you spell Ekahi? Ekahi? Is that right? Okay, if I were to put an Okina, would it be right here? If I were to put an Okina, would it be there? Let me, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm going to skip the Okina. Hmm?
Yeah.
Zoom level. Yes, very good. 150. How's that? Let me see. I've never been able to get this thing to work. I don't think. Let me try it. Happens when I put this on. Oh, there's all your screens. Hey, quit checking your Facebook. I'm just kidding. Show windowed. Okay, careful. Bunk. Okay, now you should be able to see. You should be able to minimize my screen, but put it on your screen. You don't have to look. You don't have to look at it if you don't want to, but you can minimize it or put it on. Do the both monitors work on your computer?
Yeah, we can't do it.
Oh, that sucks. All right. Well, you can just minimize it if you want to. All right. Huh? Well, then why don't I just get rid of it? Stop. Okay. All right. I guess I don't need this one anymore. I guess I know what I'm doing. Ooh, get this out of here. Okay. Ooh, get this out of here too. I don't need that anymore. All right. So here, Ekahi prints. Okay. Oops. Semicolon. All right. Let's just run it. See if it goes. See what happens. Click. Oh, look at that. Ekahi. All right. Another thing we can do is if we want to, we can go, well, I tell you, let's put the rest of the numbers on there. Let's do this whole thing in class. That'd be a fun thing. Oh, I'm going to want you to jazz it up. Oh, geez, I should put that in the assignment. Right up here at the top where it says Form 1, I want you to go over here. See text Form 1. I'm going to change that to Richard School Hawaiian Number Translator.
We have to that as is.
No, I put it. Just put something that's got your name on it, so I know it's you, and say, and I know you didn't take hers and hand it. That's all. I got to do something like that because when I talk about my teaching style with the other professors, you know, sometimes I got a little bit kind of an unorthodox teaching style because I teach more like I'm the team leader instead of the slave driver. Put it that way, and so I have to make it clear that have these safeguards in there, so you're not cheating. Of course, it's not that hard to cheat. You just take the other person's program and change all the stuff. However, if you're smart enough to take someone else's program and change all the stuff to make it look like yours, and do it well enough to fool me, then I think you kind of maybe deserve to get credit for it because you gotta know what you're doing. So anyway, so there's a 1. Let's put a 2 on there. Let's do some more picture boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll arrange these later. Let's go to this and click on this little tab thinger there, and I'm going to choose an image, and I'm going to do local resource, and I'm going to import, and I'm going to do the 2. Okay, I'll fix this later. I'll make this be a 3, choose image, local resource, import a 3. Okay. I'm going to make these look nice now. Put that there, put that there, put that there. And I put the 3 there, here, here, here. It's going to be a 4. And this will be the 5. Click the little arrow dealy, choose image, local resource, import, 4, okay, okay, choose image, local resource, import, 5, open. Okay. All right, so I got the 4 and the 5. Make this look nice. All right. Now I want to see if I can equidistance this. I don't do this at all because I don't really care too much how my code looks, but let's see if we can use this formatting. Align, horizontal space. Vertical spacing, which one do I? Oh, make equal? Ah, there we go. Nice and equal. How about vertical spacing? What does vertical spacing do? Vertical spacing. Make equal? Ooh, I don't want to do that. How do I undo? Control Z. All right, it's fine the way it is. Okay, so I did the 1. Let's do the 2. Double click. Message, box, show, Elua. Let me get these numbers here. Hawaiian Numbers. Huh? This one? Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Let me just put this over someplace. Oh, let me put this over. I know. I'll just make it smaller. Doesn't matter. Ikahi. I can make it Okina. Character code for left single quote. What is the character code for? I'm gonna take a divergence here. I'm gonna try to make a real Okina. Character code for left single quote. Oh. Oh. No, it's HTML. Not 39. What did this thing say before? Oh. All right. Output left single quote in C#. Turning a quote and escape single stack overflow. This is ASP.NET. Forget it. That's an offline thing. I'll figure it out later. Or I can just use the, okay, Elua. Third one is, let me do this. Okay. Oh, I should name these. I should name these how I want them to be named, shouldn't I? Doesn't matter right now. Okay, 3, and I'm gonna do this 4, 5. Okay, so they're numbered right here like that. So I'm gonna put something like this here, and here, and here, except for this is gonna be EKOLU. See, they all have Okinas. Oh, geez, I can't do that. The fourth one has got a, what's it called with the vertical bar over the top? Is that a kahako? Is that what a kahako is? What's the vertical bar over the top? Okay, because 1, 2, 3, 4 is EHA, A with a thing on like that. So what's that called? I can't remember what that's called. Yeah, kahako, I think. If this was EHA, but I'm just going to do EHA, and the last one is ELIMA. ELIMA. Okay, so now we got them all. Let me just make this capital, be consistent. And that should be it. Notice I didn't put any comments in here. You should put comments. Oh, do this as a comment. // put it up at the top, right up here, right up here. No, it doesn't matter where you put it. Richard's code for whatever, Richard's code, Richard's program, whatever. All right, so let's just run this and see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that works. So let's try something else. Let's jazz this up a little bit. It's only 4:04. Okay, so I'm gonna do stuff that's not part of your assignment, but maybe it'll be in the next assignment or something. I am gonna make it so, I'm just thinking of this off the top of my head. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna put these over here. And I'm gonna, so let me, my autistic sister, when she needs to know the answer to this question, otherwise she, I'll be home at 5. We can have spaghetti. I'm going to put a label here, just from what we learned in this chapter. Did we learn that in this chapter? I'm getting the two classes mixed up, but that's okay. You might learn something. I'm going to put a label here, right here. And what I'm going to do is, as I press these numbers, it's going to put the numbers in this label, and you'll see the list of the numbers as I press them. So, so I'm going to name this label because I want to access it, and I want to be able to remember, you know, what the name of it is. So I'm going to name the label. Oh, this is text. For text, I'm just going to put an asterisk because I want to know where it is on the screen, but I don't want to. But it's not going to. Shouldn't have anything in it until I start hitting some stuff. And so I'm going to put the name of it is going to be LBL. I don't know, output, whatever. Okay, so that's the label. And now, when I do a 1, whenever I do anything, I'm going to say LBL output dot text equals LBL output dot txt. So I'm going to take the old take the old LBL output text, and I'm going to concatenate it with ekahi, and then I'm going to put a return, so it goes down to the next line. So to do that, I go \n, and that's going to skip to the next line. And it doesn't matter for the first time we do it, but the remaining times we do it, it'll matter, you'll see. So I'm going to just take this code here, and I'm going to copy, and I'm going to go ahead and put that here, and put this here, and put this here, and put this here. And I'm going to put, I'm going to be even fancier because I can't remember these Hawaiian thing. Okay, let me fill this in first. Ekolu, and HA, and Lima. And I'm also going to do this just so I can remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to run it, and you're going to see something that we're not going to like, and we'll fix that after this. And here we go. Let's see this. Okay, there's the thing, and I'm going to go 1, 2. Oh, this is going to. Oh, wait, what did happen? Try this again. 1, 2. Okay, there. 3, 4, 5. Oh, that doesn't look very good. What's that N there? Oh, it for some reason I left out the slash. Ah, look at that. There's no slash there. That's what that is. See, so that's why it looks like this. All right, so I'm gonna make this look better. So I'm gonna close this. And I'm gonna first of all I gotta fix this. Put the slash there, and the other thing I'm gonna go back to the. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, let's just make sure it works. 1, 2, 4, 3, 5. Okay, that works. Now look, see that asterisk there? Let's make it so when the program starts up, it clears out that label. So let's go back to this label here. I'm going to do something with this label. Instead of the asterisk there, I'm going to put output here. So that's what that says. And I'm also going to make this bigger because I can't even read it. Font. I'm going to change it from 8.5 to, I don't know, 12. And I'm going to think I'll bold it too. Bold. True. All righty, look at that. Okay, that's pretty good. So let me do, put this over here. Now, we go bump, and we go 1, ekahi. Why didn't it work? 2, oh, something's funny. Let me just try this again. Run. 1, oh, ekahi. See, look at that. It's messed up. Okay, so let's fix that. All right, let me close this. All right, I want to, okay, so I want to make it so when it starts up, it clears this out and it's ready to go. So that's a load handler. So how do you make a load handler? Double click out here outside, double click, and here's the load handler. So I'm going to do LBL output dot text equals nothing. Okay, that's going to clear that out. The other thing I want to do for right now, and this deviates from your assignment, is I'm going to get rid of these silly message boxes because I always got to click the stupid thing. I always want to be able to click a bunch of buttons at a time once for all. Okay. All right. So I commented out all the message boxes so it should just keep on going. So let's start this and see what happens. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty cool. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We need to add a close, an exit. So let's go over here and let's throw a button over there. Put it right down here. And I'm going to name this button, I'm going to say exit. That's going to be what's going to say. And I'm going to make it bigger just so it looks nicer. I'm going to change the size to 12. And I'm going to might as well make it bold. True. Make it bigger. And I got to make the button work, so I'm going to double click on it, and I'm going to close it. This means this form, close. That's going to close it. Okay, let's run it and see if it works. Start. Bump, 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 bump. Exit. All right. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do, and I'll let you out, is remember sometimes, I said sometimes when before you close, you might want to do some last minute thing and then close. So the last minute thing I'm going to do is I'm going to display up a message box that's got the contents of the label. Just a message box. So when you click exit, it's going to display the whole thing out, the same thing that's in the label, and then it'll close. So right here above this close, I'm going to say this message box dot show, and I'm going to say I'm going to put a little tag thing in front of it. Your output :/n, so it skips to the next line, and I got to close the quote, and then I'm going to add, and this is perfectly legal, LBL output.text. Yeah, so it's going to go grab the contents of the label. You can read and write the text property of most everything. So normally you think of the labels, you always write to it, but you can always use the label as like a variable if you want to, if it makes sense. So it's not done very often, but let's see what this does. Plus goodbye. Okay, and I don't have to put a slash because there's going to be a backslash at the end of this one. So run. 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. Exit. Your output. Goodbye. See that? And you click OK, and it disappears. Boom. All right. We got. I should show you the visible property. Okay, the visible property. So just because you have to know the visible property, invisible property for the second question. So I'm going to make it so once you click on the number, the button disappears. How's that? Okay, so you click on the picture box 1, and then you do picture box 1 dot visible equals false. So picture box 2 dot visible equals false. Picture box 3 dot visible equals false. See, there's a lot of repetition in programming, you'll notice. And after a while, we'll learn about creating our own methods. And when we create our own methods, we can take some code that is used over and over again and put it in a method. And then after that, we don't need to repeat the code over and over again. We just, as they say, call the method. We put the name of the method there, and it automatically executes all the code. So I'm going to put picture box 4 dot visible equals false, and picture box 5 equals false. Equals false. All right, this will be the last thing. Start, and I can go bunk, 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 bunk. So there. Bunk, What happens if I press this right here, if that does anything? No, it actually disables that too. 3, 4, 1. I can think of all kinds of added enhancements you can do to some dumb program like this, but I'll save that for later assignments. So anyway, that is that's how you do the first question, the first problem. And okay, so what would you hand in when you're all done? Well, let's save all this. Save all. Exit. Exit's fine. And so where did I put it? Oh, right here. This is it. And so I'm gonna. This is my project. Do a right click and send to compressed folder. So now you got a zipped version. And then I'm gonna go to my assignment right here, assignment 1, and I'm gonna go browse desktop, the zipped version, open, and submit, and that's that. Can I attach something else? Let me see. I better be able to attach something else. Yes, I can attach more things. Okay, that's good because you got to attach 2 things. All right, so there it is, and then I'm able to let me see. So then I'm able to go to assignments. Oh, I got to go to this one and go to assignments, and I go to grade, and I can go down and see mine's this one, and there it is. I download that and run it and say, oh, good job, and give me your points. All right, so are there any questions? Any questions? Okay, very good. So I think this is enough for today, and we covered a lot, but you should be well on your way. You should be able to do both of them now. Yeah? You know everything to do both. So if there are no questions, I'll see you next Tuesday. Anybody in the class? I'm doing this for the benefit of the people at home. Anybody in the class got a question? Well, you're all here today. That's good. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching.